Hello, welcome to Mr's Bags of Factorizing Tricks. So this is like a short, this is a very important fundamental for quadratics, and it's a good useful tool for me in the future. So I have a little list and we're going to go through them. So the first one we're going to do is grouping terms. So let me get a example. So x squared. We're going to just do it in this form. I don't know the other form. I don't know what's the name, but the other one is turning point form. But we're going to just do this one first. Type of form. So we've got this trinomial. Well, actually, it's a quadratic because there's another square. You know what I mean? But anyway, so we're going to learn how to factorize this, and it can be daunting at first, but it's very simple. So what we've got to do is the middle term, which is also known as b. So this is sign A, well, one's A, this is B, and this is C. But anyway, so B, we're going to split the term, like addition, like animating. So we can think of like some numbers. 1x plus 4x, oopsie daisy, will equal to 5x. And then we keep on going for each combination. Well, you don't have to do this now, but it's actually good to start beginning. This is like it's good to begin off if you do each combination. Alright. And of course you can do the negatives. So we've got some combinations. And basically now we've got to pick one of these combinations that will multiply into the C factor. So let's see. 1 times 4, that does not equal to B. No, C I meant. 2 times 3, yep. And negative 6. Negative 6 thing. Negative 6. No, negative 1 times 6. I guess so. But it's a negative. I'm not really sure. But I definitely know this will work. So let's go ahead and do that. So all we've got to do is rewrite the formula. So I'm going to remove all this because it's absolutely taking up the entire workspace. So x squared plus by 2x plus by 3x plus 6. So that's the same thing. And then we're going to just put these into brackets. Alright, actually I'm going to write that again. So we're going to put these in brackets. Yeah. And then now you have to factorize these using dots, I'm pretty sure. So, well actually the highest common factor, so let's go do that. Let me get my lasso too. Oops, shift, command T, up to here. Alright, deselect. So what's the highest common factor? It's the x's, so we can calculate the x out of there. So we get 1x plus by 2. What's the highest common factor? It's 3, because 3, 1 3 and 2 3's here. So let's take them out. Alright, now we do that again. So let me command T this again. Command T means transform in digital software. Usually if you use any image editor, if you press command T, it will do an transform tool. So anyway, what's the highest common factor here? It's the x plus 2. So let's take that out. And it'll basically become its own bracket. And there we go. We have successfully factorized a quadratic into we factorize it. That's the goal of this. So that's splitting the two terms. Alright, let's go. Oh no, I mean grouping the terms. I don't know how you say it. Some people call it splitting or grouping. It doesn't matter. Alright, let me get to my notes and we can get ready for doing DOPS. So DOPS stands for difference of 2 squared. And I think it's fairly simple. And you just get an example that will work. Alright, we got some examples. I should really thank for my friend who actually assisted, because I wasn't really getting clear with this. By the way, I'll make some revision notes, which is in YouTube videos. Alright. Okie dokie. Alright, let's do this one. X squared minus 25. This one's a fairly straightforward one, but let's get the basic fundamentals, what you got to do. So, step 2 is we need to change the B. Well, remember what I said, this is A. This here's the A term, this is the B term, and there's a C term, but it equals to 0, so C equals 0. So we need to turn the B term into a squared, no, something to power, which is simply, what's the square root of 25? It's 5. So now they're both squared. And then now it's just simply factorizing it. It's just a general rule of thumb. If you see like something like this, it's obviously going to equals to, what's it? Into this like template. The important thing is the negative and positive, because when you times each other, you get a negative. If that's a positive, then it can't. It's not the difference of 2 squared. That's what DOP stands for. Oh my god, I'm very fast. I'm not really telling you what DOPS really stands for. DOPS, difference of 2 squares. Yeah. So we can see the difference of the 2 squares here. And then this is here, and here it is factorized. I hope you guys understand collab clause and and expanded brackets. We might do that another time. We can make it fundamentals. But right now we're learning how to factorize. So that's how we factorize, and let's go do something that does not let me cough for a little bit. I'm dying. So let's go do something that will factorize. Let's go factorize that something that isn't a perfect square. So let's go do oopsie daisy, wrong razor. Alright, let's go think of 6. Oh, that's the one. Oh, there should be. Okay, you see those numbers down there, right here? They're going to generate this new number, 18. So 18, you cannot factorize. So that cannot be square root to a what is it? I apologize, into a perfect square. You'll get a disgusting surd if you try. But anyway, what we can do is a loophole in math syntax. We just simply put a square root of 18 squared, squared 18, and oh wait, I'm sorry. And there we go. We got the loophole. We use a math loophole. So now we can successfully do DOPS. So x minus, yeah, actually you can do it plus, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Oops, another squared, and another bracket. Make sure it's a negative, make sure it's the opposite. Oops, run out of space. Of 18. And there we go, we have successfully factorized this little difference of 2 squares. I don't know what's really called. It's just really for me, really. Alright, let's go do another one. Gotta get my razor. Raise these out real quickly. Let's do the cross method, or factor first term, factor last term. Oopsie daisy. Alright. So this is a really good and a shorthand method of factorizing. So let me get an example. Let me reuse out the title. Maybe I get, oh dear. Get my alpha brush. Alpha means like the, it's basically like a green screen channel. That's what alpha means. There's like RGB and then there's alpha. Those are the 3 channels in PNG. Anyway, I'm gonna write down this this trinomial. Right. Okay. So what I said earlier was factors of first term and last term. So the factors of the first term is, how was it? Is x squared equals to x times x. So that's all the factors. There's only one really. And now factors the last term. We got -8. So that'll be straightforward. So -8 equals to 1 times -8. And we're going to do each combination. So let me just Command T roll this real quickly so we get more space. Alright, and let's go turn down my brush. And we're going to zoom in to compensate the small size. Okie dokie. Much better. Yeah, it also equals to the opposite, obviously. We can also use -2 times 4. What's some other ones we can think of? We can always do the opposite. No, let's do 4. So I think this is all the the combinations or the factors we can come up for -8. So now we got to do is what was it? I apologize. So just look at my notes again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Alright, so what you got to do is you get the factors of the first term. Alright, we're going to just divide that up. We're going to do just 2 multiplication. So we're going to put like we're going to do like 2 equations, I guess. How about just operations, algebraic operation. I can't remember the name. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna pick this one. I think this one will work very well. And then maybe actually I think this one. Let's do some fundamentals first. I know this will be obviously longer than you're probably thinking, but it's a good reason. But I think showing the mistake will increase the value of this video. So anyway, so we've got +1 and then -8. And then we'll press, and then we're going to have the equal sign, and we're going to do this cross thing, and we're going to do this like multiplication. So we already know this from basic algebra from year 7. X times 8 is 8x, but -8x, and then x plus 1, no, x times +1 is 1x. Alright, and then we have to do add. It's always an add. So, but this is a -x, and we get equals to, what's it? It equals to -7, -7x. And then now we need to check the b term, which is also the middle term. Does it equals? It does not. No, it does, but it does not. It's 7x, and this is 2x. So let's go back to here and try a new combination. So I'm going to press Command Z all the way. Alright, there we go. So x, so we got the x squared. Very cool. And let's go pick this one. So -4 and +2. Alright, let's go do this. We can probably do this in his head, but let's do that. -4x and 2x. Let's add these together, and what's 2 plus -4? It's -2. -2x, I meant. Gotta be neat handwriting. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to check our middle term, which is the -2x. We can see that it does, well, it become a true statement. So this is a true statement. And like, hang on, Tony. Oh dear, I just gave away my identity. It does not matter. You guys can refer me as Tony. Anyway, but like, hang on, Tony. Like, where's the factorization? Well, your brackets are actually right here. You guys can go check in your spare time. I do not have much time really. I'm trying to like nail this through. But here's your 2 brackets. And now we just factorize this. It's a very easy method. The goal of this is to do this in your head, but if you could do this fairly quickly, then hey, that's pretty good of almost doing that in your head. Alright, anyway, let's go to the next one. Oopsie daisy. Get my alpha brush. There we go. Alright, let's go do completing the two squares. I really wish I could thank this person, but I don't think she want to. I don't think she would like to be ever mentioned on the internet. Alright, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go do completing the square. I don't need to write out the title. Should I? You guys know what completing the square. Okay, so completing the two square, I'm going to do some quick fundamentals. You basically add this, and you add that, and then you minus that, and then you somehow magically get this like, what was it? I apologize. Brackets out of it. Oh no, you should ask your math. I'm pretty sure you guys understand this. You probably come here for, what was it? Like you're just not clear. So anyway, let's go write down an example. So my example will be x squared plus it by 6x plus it by 9. Oopsie daisy. Forgot to have neat handwriting. I do apologize if my x looked like an N. This is how I write my x. It does not matter. We're getting off topic. Anyway, so the first step is to get the middle term. So 6x, and well, we got to put into this formula. All right. So basically, get the middle term, half it, then square it. So let's go do that. We can probably do that. So half of 6 is 3. And after that, we're going to square it, and that will equal to 9. Alright, so once we got on, oopsie daisy, no, oh dear, I just got my square brush. Alright, so we got on, so we got a 9. Alright, let me, I really apologize. Let's go change this, the C value into -7. Oops. Oopsie daisy. -7. -7. Alright, so we're gonna. Oh my god, I have like a pins and needles on my foot. It's really irritating. So, oh my god. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult for me. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is x squared plus it by 6. What is it? Right, I'm looking at my notes right now. This is not very professional of me. I do understand what's going on. No, I don't understand. I don't understand. No, the person I actually asked for help actually skipped a step because she's that much of a unicum, and I'm having difficulties figuring it out in my head. Okay, like I'm looking at these notes right now. So, like I don't know what happened to the middle term. Always check you can take out. Alright. Okay, okie dokie. You probably think I'm like a dork or something like that right now. It's not that great. Like it's saying right here. Well, I'm dragging this out to you guys. I shouldn't be doing this. Alright. It doesn't matter. I'll probably make this and I'll go show it again and remake this video. So, so it becomes 6x minus 7. I remember it's like adding and minusing something. I need to answer it again later. So, be this plus about a 3. No, not the 2. Like I don't know what happened to the other x value. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, these are like hotkeys. I just discovered that. That's really cool. Alright. So I'm gonna press B, get my brush back again. Somehow she like factorized that. Alright. And then we have to minus the 9 value from the C we have got earlier. And then minus 7. Actually, I'll go cut this off.